I'm really excited to bring this guest on to my podcast, Mennie Talks. Even though a few viewers will be shocked that I've had somebody on that is a Premier League star, used to play for Arsenal, French international, Sagna. Arsene Wenger once said he was the best right back in the Premier League. Do you agree?
Here's Rio Coca in towards Agbonlahor. And what a clearance!
Bacary Sagna.
Sagna driving it in, and what a celebration from Bacary Sagna.
Sagna, who might try himself. Oh, I said.
How comes you think that there's so many people making Dubai their new home now?
And I'm not allowed in this country as a Muslim to judge a Jewish person living here. I will get arrested for this. It was very difficult to stop him because he's very powerful and fast.
Reece Mennie here, host of Mennie Talks. I said to yourself, this season was going to be the biggest season. I'm going to bring you the biggest and some great guests. Today, I've got one of Arsenal's legends with me, Bacary Sagna, as we say in the UK.
Sagna, yeah.
Thanks for coming on Mennie Talks. Appreciate your time coming to see us. Something a bit different here, guys. We're in Dubai filming this.
Yes.
The home where you live now.
Exactly.
How long have you been out here for?
I've been here for 4 years.
4 years?
My soul since 2009, the first time I came, but physically and living since 2021.
Okay. And you, when you retired, you said off camera you come straight to Dubai.
Yeah, honestly, the first time I came here, I felt good.
Yeah.
I felt home.
Yeah.
And also the people here, the Emiratis, they made us feel home.
Okay.
There's a lot of safety. The weather is nice, except in summertime where it's very hot.
a little bit warm now.
But it's not as terrible as people think. We have getaway, and it's actually better to be here because everywhere we're having AC. When it's too hot in UK and Europe, it's a bit more difficult. So you find your way here, and then you get into your own task.
Yeah.
And I found my way here. I work now with the government as an ambassador for the Sports Council.
Yeah.
I used to work for TV also, for Abu Dhabi TV Media as a pundit.
Yeah.
We used to cover Italian League, and then I'm into tech, which is something new, and I'm using AI to educate myself and also to create mainly apps.
Do you still do a lot of punditry work, or?
No, it's done. It's done because the TV rights for Italian League stopped last summer. So, but I get to travel a lot now with Arsenal.
Yeah.
We have to do meet and greets. You know how it is.
Yeah.
See the sponsors. And watch the games also is really important.
So this is going to be a great podcast, and just to let you know what my podcast's about, and thanks for coming on, is to look at the young generation or somebody that's at a crossroads that might be looking to be in football or an entrepreneur or high-performing sports person or high-performing anything in any industry.
Okay.
And they're at that crossroads of, what should I do next? How do I make it happen? So what we try to do is bring on high-performing sports stars, CEOs, business owners, start-up tech company owners, and we look at what's their mindset like. How did they get to that high level? What does it take to get to the high level? And we trying to dig down this season to see whether you're born as an entrepreneur or a high performer, or it's something that's in your mindset from a young age and you grow into it.
Yes.
What was it like? And just to jump in, this podcast is going to be great today because I'm a Tottenham supporter. You're an Arsenal legend. So we will touch on some of the Tottenham Arsenal stuff a bit later.
Sure.
But before we go to that, I just want to talk about your early memories from when you come out of school. What was it like growing up as a youngster for yourself?
Well, to be honest, I grew up outside Paris. My parents decided to move away from Paris to give us a better life, to live in a house. So I was born in a fantastic environment, green. It was like kind of small city, so it was fine for me to be able to navigate through the city and stay with my friends whenever I could. We had a ball.
Yeah.
This is all we got, and we were spending days after school to go to the park and play, because next to my house I have a park, and even during holiday we used to play all day long from 9 to 12, get some break, having lunch, and then get back playing from 1:30 to 7. And even at night we were playing, because we used to do my community against the community next door. So My life was run by football, and I think
you joined an academy when you was 14, under 14s.
When I was under 15.
Under 15.
Yes, I got scouted at 13. I spent 4 days in a club, but my dad didn't like the school aspect because in France it's a dormitory. People are staying on site. The kids are staying on site and training and going to school at the building, and he didn't like that. He wanted me to study and have my normal way, so he refused. He explained to me why. I perfectly understood because I always listened to my dad. And 2 years later, I didn't develop as fast as I could, and I should, because I was only training once a week on Wednesdays, while they had 2 training sessions a day. So I joined a full program. It's a bit like American model, where you're going to school and you train in between. So the typical week on daily regular basis was 8 to 12 school, 12 to 1 football.
Yeah.
Back to school 1:30 to 3:30, and school again and training again from 5:30 to 7 every day. So we had limited time to enjoy our personal life and get carried away. So it was good and needed, because at that time, you have hormones growing, you want to discover life, but we didn't have the chance to do that. We were in the dormitory, so everything was controlled. My life was basically controlled, and I think it's really important when you're developing yourself as an athlete to be able to understand you need a guideline and you need guidance.
And it was good growing up into the academy. Was you in a good team, or was you
It was really tough.
Yeah.
Especially the first 2 years, I decided to keep playing from my hometown.
Okay.
And it was only 45 minutes from my house. So every Monday morning, 5:30, my mom was dropping me to the bus.
She was doing both.
I used to take the bus for one hour and spend the week at the club, at the academy. It was Auxerre at the time.
Yeah.
And then every Friday or Saturday, I was going back home. I was studying.
Yeah.
I was doing tutoring on Saturday afternoon, mathematics or whatever. Playing the game Sunday, and then Monday morning, same story for 2 years.
When was it that you realised that was going to be your career?
This is the funny part. I never put myself under pressure, and I just let go.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, look, now you reach an academy, and I will also never forget what my dad told me the first day he dropped me at the academy. He told me, you're surrounded by the best doctors, the best equipment, the best academies in the region, the best coaches. So if you don't make it, you are to blame, because you have everything to succeed. And he was right, you don't have to go and jump the steps.
Yeah.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And every day you're going to be improving. Every day you're going to learn. Every day you're going to make mistakes. You have to be able to learn from your mistakes and move on also. And you have to let your ego on the side.
Yeah.
Because whenever the coach told me, look, I think it's better if you do A, I was doing A. I was just listening, and I was a good student. And obviously I put a shift on. I was maybe trying to have my own performance in the games. As long as we won, I was fine. But my dad always told me, if the boat is sinking, make sure you keep the head up and out of the water. So I always kept this in my mind, not only at the academy, but when I played.
Sounds like your dad had a big influence
massive,
in your career.
Massive. Until today.
Yeah,
my parents, I think I am who I am because of them. Yeah. Mostly.
Fantastic. And that's good. And if there is people listening, it's good. Fathers, parents, anybody that's close to you, family, it hasn't got to be your mum or dad, it could be family, but there's always somebody that you can look up to and respect, and that's how you get to the next level, I believe, by having a mentor and having somebody that can give you guidance and taking that guidance on board and running with it. Would you agree with that?
100%. I think this is a core. This is the basics. This is your spine.
Yeah.
If you lose your spine, it's going to be difficult for you to find a way. Maybe not at first, you'll think you're fine, but that will surely hit you back. And I understood that, first of all, my parents are immigrants.
Yeah.
They left Senegal to give us a better life. So they decided to leave their family, and they made efforts. So my task was to just give this back my way. And I was far from thinking they left everything for us to have a good life and show this opportunity and not being respectful for that.
What was it like? You got called up to the under-21 team for France. Mm-hmm. How did you pick between, obviously you are Senegal and French. Was it a tough decision, or was it an easy decision? You've lived in France all your life, so
Yeah, look, I'm blessed because I have two culture. I'm Senegalese, French, European, and I think it's a blessing to be able to understand all cultures. But at that time, when I was 17, I tried to actually contact the Senegalese federation. They never got back to me.
Okay.
So I was a bit disappointed, but I kept going. I kept working really hard, and when I obviously started playing regular as a first team player in Auxerre, before you had the law, before 21, you had to pick one or the other. You could not change. It's not like now. Now they change. But at that time, I had to either pick France or Senegal.
Okay.
And the problem, I didn't have time to test both because on the same date, we had the friendly games, the 17th November 2004.
Yeah.
On the 31st, I had to choose. So I naturally went to France because France, I think, made more sense to me, and the quality we had in the team, and the team was also ready and prepared to play the European Cup 2006 in Portugal.
Yeah.
It's a big competition where you have a bit of attraction, you have big scouts, big teams. And also when you go to Africa, the problem is African Nation Cup. It bounced right in the middle of the season, and it was not convenient for me as a player to be able to
take yourself
to grow
out
as a player and be out, So I went to France, and I'm glad I picked the trust.
A good decision for yourself. Then you come to the Premier League. Fast forwarding a little bit, Arsene Wenger brought you over to Arsenal. He stated that you was the best right back in the Premier League. What did that do for your confidence?
Well, that was over the mood, obviously, but then I had to keep up.
Yeah. So it was
because
pressure.
It's nice to have the praise, but then you have to represent the praise.
Okay, and it comes with pressure.
You have to show people why you got that praise. So the first year was amazing for me. I was discovering the Premier League. I was watching the Premier League before I joined. Arsenal was a French team. So for me, even reaching Arsenal with the French community players was, I think, a smooth way to enter for English football. And my English was okay. I could understand because I learned at school, but I realized it was totally different from living there because you have accent and the way people were talking, you have the slang. So it was for me the nice way to enter English football, and the team was young also, which make it a bit more easier because we were all kind of same age. If I reach a team like Man United where you had big personality, big players, I think I would have struggled more. And the fact that the coach was French. Was
so you think everything fitted to go to Arsenal?
Perfectly fitted.
Was a perfect scenario for yourself?
Yes, it was nice. We started the season really well. We were on top of the league for quite some time. And then a few elements, I think, damaged the team. We lost Eduardo on a big injuries.
Yeah.
I personally lost my brother in 2008, February. And then I got injured. So the shape of the team, we lost the shape of the team. And then the confidence. So we went down, but fantastic first season. And I think, I'm very blessed.
Yeah. What was Arsene Wenger like as a manager?
He was, apart from being a manager, I think he was a dad for us.
Okay.
A psychologist.
Yeah.
A mentor. And I think he was by himself and by who he is now. He's so charismatic that he didn't even need to talk.
Yeah.
Because we look up to him. He changed Arsenal way, the way they played. I think he had a big part in changing the way English football is professionalizing football.
Correct.
Quiet, respectful, speaking to everyone at the facility. So when you see him talking to the cleaners and with a big smile, it speaks a lot for itself. And I think we all look up to him, and he was always positive.
Yeah. Obviously, you remember the Alex Ferguson, very famous, one of the best managers in the Premier League, but the hairdryer situation where he, with David Beckham or whatever happened in the change room. Was there anything ever like that in your changing room?
Never. No? He didn't need to. We were mature. We were young but mature. We had the maturity to understand if we play well and if we didn't. But the fact that he was always positive and pushing us to exceed and to stay calm on the ball, to keep playing as a team and to stay together, I think it changed a lot, and it brought some confidence. Even when we were struggling, we always had faith to come back into the game, and we did most of the time.
Yeah. Obviously, your career wasn't all plain sailing. You had injuries. You missed out the Euros 2012.
Yes.
Yeah, through injury.
Yes.
What was that feeling like? Was it?
I was fine.
Yeah, you didn't mind. It didn't affect you.
No.
immensely?
Look, we all have a destiny.
Yeah.
I could not complain.
And that's a great point for our listeners. You know, we all have a destiny. It's about what's in front of us. We can only concentrate on what we're in control of and what we can change.
Exactly, and we don't have time to complain. You don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got injured, it was against Tottenham also, at what I was playing. I had the support from everyone. Even Harry Redknapp, I remember he gave me a tap, which is class act from him.
Yeah.
Some players call me also, which I respect a lot. So they still, people
still remember that, which goes a long way.
But you know, you have to move on and you have to look forward. And I was looking forward, of course, until you don't have the surgery.
Yeah,
it's a bit slow because you don't have the feeling to heal. But the first surgery came quite quickly. Maybe 3 days later, I had surgery, and I set up my mind on working really hard. And the first months, I didn't have to go to the training ground, but I motivated myself, and I kept the discipline. I was still going 3 times a week. I was in the gym most of the time. I was in crutches, but I was sitting. I was doing gym sitting, and I kept contact with the players because it was for me very important to keep the vibe and that energy.
Definitely.
So I came back, and then 2 months after I came back, I got injured again because I kept the plate due to the Euro coming. I could have removed it, but the Euro was coming. So I decided to keep the plate, and one player stamped on my leg, but he stamped on the plate. So the pressure on the plate broke the board again at the edge. And that was a bit more difficult to accept. My parents were at the game. My mom, she stopped eating for 2 days.
Yeah.
She was a bit hurt. I was fine, but to see how...
your family affected by it.
Yes, it made me a bit down, but then again, the second time was a bit longer because I had swelling in my leg. So I had to wait 10 days before I could have the surgery. That was annoying. But I'm blessed. Because I was able, and I'm being able to be professional, to play in one of the biggest clubs in the world, to enjoy and do what I love the most. So,
of course.
Yeah.
Looking back at your time in the Premier League, what stands out the most from playing in the Premier League to yourself? What's one of your biggest memories?
It's a consistency I managed to keep. People call me Mr. Consistent, and God knows how difficult it is to have a long career and to stay consistent, especially due to the amount of amazing players you have in Premier League.
And you was in a great team at Arsenal. It hurts me to say, but do you think you should have won more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with the team we had and the quality we had, yes. But then, one more time, we got carried away at some point because we had too much pressure, we had injuries and big injuries. It's not small injuries. Aaron Ramsey broke his leg.
Yeah.
Eduardo that was scoring for fun, and it was Omen Striker bought his leg. I lost my brother, and then we had so many different injuries. Abu Dhabi, that was and is an amazing player, kept being injured due to a back tackle he received. It's not an excuse, but you know, when you have to compete against, and also we have to be fair to say at that time, Chelsea as a team was stronger than us. United as a team was stronger than us.
Yeah.
And we have to respect their quality also. It's not only about us. If you have a team that is performing better than you have to be fair play and say, okay, on the long-term period and through a season, you were more solid than we were.
How would you say that the Arsenal dressing room when you was in it compares to dressing rooms nowadays?
Quality-wise, similar. Regarding the professionalism, I think now they are more structured.
Yeah.
You know, at our time, not many players were going to do pre-activation.
Okay.
It was not part of the habit of the team. The organization of the team now is much more different. And I got to spend time with Arsenal recently, and the physicality of them is impressive. They all ripped. And for me to see them ripped, I was like, oh, what's happening? But then I saw the organization, the fitness coaches around them,
You think that's
the
all come on a
physio.
long way?
Oh yes, at our time we probably had 10 staff.
Wow.
There are 50 today.
Yeah.
So the professionalism is much more advanced. The recovery, everything is fitted to the team and around the players. We didn't have that, but quality-wise, we had top players. We had Fabregas, Kishi. We had fantastic players, and we had what it take to be more successful.
Yeah. One other question, talking about, while we were touching on the Arsenal subject, Thierry Henry, fantastic player. You'd always want him on your team. Obviously, in training, you used to have to mark him. What was it like playing against him and marking him throughout?
I played with him in national team.
Yeah.
I played with him when he got back into the club. When he was playing in MLS, he got back for Christmas. He's a monster. He's a monster. Physically a beast, fast, skillful. He understands football perfectly. He was born to play football. It's inner. It's inside him.
Yeah.
You can tell he loves football and he understands the situation. He's taking you and he's dragging you where he wants you to go as a defender. And
Did he ever embarrass you playing against him?
Embarrass
like
me, no,
nutmegs or anything like that?
Not really, but it was very difficult to stop him.
Yeah.
Because he's very powerful and fast. And also, he understands perfectly how to use his body and how to use the surrounding of players to play in 1-2 and get me confused also. Because as a defender, the most difficult thing to do is to understand the body language of the player.
Yeah.
And he's difficult to read. Some players are difficult to read. Neymar is difficult to read. Messi. All these type of players are unpredictable. So as a defender, you never know what to expect. If you have to anticipate, if you have to get tight. And for me, it was the most difficult things to do with Thierry Henry, to be able to anticipate his moves.
Who would you say is the best player in the Premier League now?
Now, the thing is, to define one is very difficult.
Yeah. If you had to pick one.
I will go for... It's tough. No, it's too difficult. Rodri, maybe?
Okay.
Rodri, if I have to pick one player, I would say Rodri. Why? Because he doesn't need to add much. He's just respecting the game. Never lose his possession. Always on the right spot. He's not fast, but he managed to outplay players. Using his body perfectly. He's smart because he used also one more time the environment to be able to attract the players where he wants. He will play small passes. People will think, oh, why? This is unnecessary. But no, he knows by
Knows
playing
what he's
this,
doing.
he knows players, they have ego and they won't accept. And the fans, they will react. So as soon as the fans react, what do players do? They want to show they are fighting for the team, they come out. Then he managed to trap them. So he's very smart in the way he's playing and the way he's projecting himself. And he won the Golden Ball. I think it was totally deserved.
Yeah. So just going back to, it's a great point. It's a great pick as well. I don't know who, as you said, there's so many good players in the Premier League right now. Let's go back to yourself and what you're doing now. You're a head coach for a women's team over here in Dubai?
Yes, a team called Banat FC.
Yeah.
It's my friend's team. I started maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
I was just helping her, shaping the team, and I assisted to a few training sessions. I didn't know what to expect because you never know.
No, of course not.
The
The women's game's come on a long way.
Yes, and it's improving.
Yeah.
Compared to what it was 2 years ago, now the team is totally different.
Okay.
Now they're playing football and they're controlling and using their physicality, and they're really eager to learn. And some of them, for example, they're coming and traveling 1 hour just to come train.
Just come training.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And you have a real competition. And obviously, I'm pleased, honestly, to see women's football moving forward.
What's your plans with that team? Are you looking to continue to develop it out, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, first of all, because I'm learning the process. It's a process for me. To become a coach and be a player is totally different. I think I'm having an impact on the way they are progressing every day and changing as athletes, because they are athletes. I'm here on the ground, so my presence here has to make sense. I don't have time to take care of a fully men's team because it's a lot of involvement at the minute. I think this is where I will end up going.
Okay.
Maybe after 2 years, 3 years.
In a coaching capacity?
Yes. I'm only 42, so.
Yeah.
But at the minute, yeah, I'm pleased with the way it's going. And
would you like to see yourself as a full-time manager?
yes, but in a region.
In a region.
I'm not interested in going back to Europe.
Okay.
I have much more time now for myself. I'm spending time with my kids. I see them playing because they play football in Al Jazeera, one of the team here. So I'm happy with my life here, and I feel home. So even if I had a big contract in Europe, I will not take it.
No, you're more happy here.
No, it's about being happy. It's about feeling good. Yes.
And talking about business, when you retired, and I've had a few professional footballers on, and we talk about short careers and careers that get stopped because of injury, or even if you do go the full length of your career as a professional footballer, it's not as long as being a business owner or something. It's a short career. Mm-hmm. Do you think when you was playing and now there's enough literature for players of what to do in retirement?
No, it's required. Players, they have plenty of free time.
Yeah.
They're training 2 hours a day. Let's say if they have a nap in the afternoon, they rest for 2 hours. But the rest of the time, if they have kids, it's fine. But the kids are not constantly with them. They're going to school. They're traveling 3 to 4 hours whenever they play Champions League on a plane. So I think we should get maybe some fitted formation courses around them about what they like, because it has to be fitted. And after 10 years, they will surely have degrees or graduate.
Yeah.
I know players have a lot of pressure, but I think clubs should maybe try to organize an ecosystem around them, just to be able to feel safe, first of all, because when you retire, you have most of the time the money, if you're smart and invest well, but you're scared to invest with whatever you don't know, because you can meet people, you can have a gut to do it.
Yeah.
But we hear so many stories of players losing their money because they've been scammed or wrong investment.
Yeah.
That stays in the back of your head, and
it's like it echoes all around, and then it makes everybody else more nervous.
Exactly, yes. And you have plenty of things to do, you know.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I've been coming to Dubai since 2009.
Yeah.
Real estate is not my field. I love real estate.
Yeah.
I could see the potential of Dubai, but not being here, I was not brave enough to hire someone here while I was living in UK and launch my own property. And I knew that Dubai will be Dubai of today. But if I knew about real estate, if I could keep an eye far from this.
Yeah. Do you wish you got involved with real estate back then?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I always tell people tell me, oh, did you invest in crypto? I tell them, before you invest in crypto, invest in real estate.
Yeah.
Because this is growing up. The value of it is growing. The same as crypto. People will say, oh, I invest in X. I made plus to 50%. Okay, but real estate is doing the same.
Yeah. And it's here. It's physical, right?
And it's physical, and also the value of it is,
no one can take it
growing
off you.
and keep constantly growing, and also you can get some money out of it if you ever need to reinvest. So you have way of educating yourself, things I didn't know when I was playing. Remortgaging the house to reinvest. And you have so many things to do, and I guarantee you, if you go to each Premier League team today and you ask players, okay, what do you know about remortgaging?
They don't understand.
Probably 80% won't understand.
Yeah.
Coming along together.
Because they could build their portfolio by pulling some equity out. Yeah.
And so many venture capital companies open. Yeah. NBA players, they are doing it. They're coming together to create things. In Europe, players, they don't do it. And most of them, they're sitting on big money. So
Yeah, yeah.
if they invested each 10% of their wages, yearly wage, they could build massive.
Could have a big pot to put in
To
different
invest,
areas.
yes, I believe so.
And the reason that I asked about that is because you've co-founded or co-invested into a business out here, rucksack business. How's that going? Weighted rucksack.
Yeah, it's good. We got into the market, obviously.
Gravipack, is it?
Gravipack.
Yeah.
So basically, I explained to people in a few words. It's a new technology that
Yeah.
is implemented in the backpack, in a strap, exactly. That will allow the backpack loading to have a load decrease of 92%.
Okay.
So today it's patented. We have certain international patent. And it's not the backpack itself; it's the technology, that manage the.
And what made you get into that?
Destiny.
Okay.
When I left City, I didn't play for 6 months for a few reasons. One of the reasons was I kept my dignity, and I didn't like the offer that I received because I valued myself much more than what was offered to me. I was free agent, and some of the clubs tried to make a discount out of me. I'm not. I would never devalue myself, even for money. Some contracts represented a lot. But it's not about the money. And I was feeling good. I was happy with my choices. And one day I decided to go and see my family. And God put me...
What was that transition? Because I wanted to touch on that. Moving from Arsenal to Manchester City, that's a big move.
It is.
You know, you're going from one major club to another major club. What was that like?
Difficult. It was a bit difficult because London was my home. I was in my house. It's a mix.
Yeah.
London is a mix of people. It's a melting pot. It's a hub. The club was my home. I was very familiar with everyone at the club. I was in London. To go back home, it was easy. We used to jump on a train 2 hours away. I was in Paris. The functionality of London, I think, is great. And you have so many things happening in London. When I joined Manchester and the weather, I was shocked because in the middle of summer it was 15 degrees, rainy. So I was like, "Whoa!" And then the club was more professional in a sense that the connection between the players was different. Players were older, with families. They were not used to spend time together outside training session. Okay. In Arsenal, we used to be together and go dinner together and be out together. So I had a break. It was like a divorce.
Yeah. Okay.
So I needed to reshape my mind into a new model, new working model, and the coach also. It was nice, but the first time he talked to me was in March. So I joined July 2014. I got a real exchange with him in March 2015.
Wow.
Arsene Wenger was coming to the dressing room every morning, in the dressing room of training ground every morning, and talking to us about.
So you didn't
anything.
see the manager at training?
I used to see him, but hey, how are you? That's it. And sometimes I used to play against most of the time the most tricky wingers because I was good defensively. Pablo Zabaleta was really good offensively. But I used to play, and then for 3 weeks I was on the bench, and then I used to play, and then 2 weeks bench. And I used to play, and then sometime 1 month's bench. And he didn't talk to me, didn't communicate. I was like, oh. So even the players walked to me like, why is he doing this to me? Why? I said, I don't know. He said, well, you should go and see him because he will think you're very comfortable to take your money and not play. I said, look, my position is not to go see the manager. If he put me on the bench, he has his reasons. My aim as a player is to just work hard, keep working hard, keep staying positive. And take my chance when my chance will come. And I was patient. It was difficult mentally because I was not used to be on the bench. I didn't know that. But I think as a man, I changed. As a player, it made me think, look, nothing is given. You need to go and get it. And the following year, I was the players that was the most used in the team. So it's
what was it like going back to Arsenal, playing against Arsenal as a Man City player? Because in a recent poll, Arsenal fans have been voted the most annoying fans in the Premier League in a recent poll in the UK. Did you get any stick by going back as a Man City player?
It was a bit difficult because people were sad to let me go. When I left, they didn't really accept. They didn't understand why I would leave to Man City. They thought it was money related, but
Yeah.
I spent 6 years on the same contract with Arsenal. I was pleased with it. I reached the end of my contract, but then I needed to challenge myself. I needed to see something different, and it was the right time, being out of contract, to go. They never accepted it. At first, they called me some names. It was for me difficult because the love I have for Arsenal never changed. But I got upset inside because
Yeah.
I was like, I gave my life for the club. I did everything I could. Sometimes I was injured, I played. I was sick, I played. I lost my brother, I played. So I found it unfair, and emotionally I was a bit hurt. But I knew it was just out of love they had for me. And
Yeah. What would you say about that poll, them being voted annoying fans?
you know, it's just due to this Arsenal IFTV channel.
Yeah.
But I will never understand this criticism. You're a fan, you need to support. As a fan, you think your team will play and win every game? Do you think they will always perform?
You'd want, yeah.
It's not like that.
No, of course.
It's not like that.
impossible.
When you set up a business, you have good days, bad days.
Correct.
And sometimes you stay down for such a long time. Football is not much more different. Because it's not only up to Arsenal team and the board and investing.
So
If-
what do you think of that Arsenal TV?
It's
Do
too
you think
harsh.
Yes.
It's too harsh. They're too harsh. I know they have to run it as a business now because it's a business.
It's a business, yeah.
They have to make views, but they have to think they are creating some damage to the players. They are surely creating damage, and you can't just think about letting your thoughts go. Sometimes you even hurting kids. It's not at the level, but you know how much and how long it takes to
Get
become
to that level.
Yeah, and
what they sacrifice.
it's a learning process, and you don't just take any player that come and recruit a player and think he's going to perform the same way as where he was, because it's a different environment. Sometimes the language can be a bias. Sometimes the way he feels can be a bias. Sometimes the way you make him feel is different. So it's you as a fan. It's a duty
Yeah.
to always
Take some
support.
responsibility.
Yes, always. But now it's a business because the more view you're making, the more money you're making. So
Well, what do you think of Arsenal signings this year?
oh, great. Honestly, great. Like I'm always in mood when I see like one after the other coming, and
Yeah.
it makes sense because all those players, I think they have what it takes to play for the club. They have quality, and all of them, I think they will have a big impact. And now the length of the squad is bigger.
Yeah.
That was probably the reason why they were not champions.
What about you've took him from Tottenham?
We took it from
Oh,
Tottenham.
well, he was going to sign for Tottenham and then he signed for Arsenal.
Oh, I think he just realized where he belonged to. And it made sense to me. He was raised and born in Arsenal. He realized he had probably more Arsenal DNA than Tottenham. He probably respected Tottenham, but his DNA has always been Arsenal. So it's not a lack of respect toward Arsenal, but if you want to be able to play and perform, you have to be happy inside. And he was probably happy to join Tottenham, but from the minute his beloved clubs and something he looked over the mood got called him up. I think it was natural for him to go back home, and it's football. You know, he has to make choices, and
Do you think he'll help them this year pick the trophy up?
it
Can you
happens.
Can you see him winning the Premier League this year, Arsenal?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because they have the length of the squad and the quality of the squad. And
What's your top 4 prediction then?
Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City.
Wow.
Why people will say, yeah, but why would you say Tottenham? And you, that was your next question, I believe.
Yeah.
I saw them playing against Arsenal on pre-season.
Yeah.
It's a long time I didn't see Tottenham playing this way. it's a long time I didn't see the intensity they put in defending, in reshaping the team, in taking players on one-on-one, technically players at that level. And I was impressed. I was like, whoa, you know what, this season they're going to be competing. And
They look more structured.
And I'm happy because I'm a football lover to see them coming because I like competition. So I'm looking forward to see Arsenal-Tottenham game because this is what I like the most. And of course I support Arsenal, but as a football lover and for what it takes and for the showcase they will put on, I think it's good for football in general. So I'm happy to see them at the level they are because I love football more than anything and I like to see competitive games.
Well, I hope listen, I would take second this year as a Tottenham supporter, so I hope your 3 predictions are right, but not number 1. I hope it's a different way round, I'm afraid, but we will see. This has been a great having you on, and it's a great conversation. We spoke about property, we spoke about business, we spoke about you making Dubai your home. We've seen we're seeing a lot more celebrities, high-end footballers. Rio Ferdinand's just moved here. How comes you think that there's so many people making Dubai their new home now? Investors from Europe are coming here, not just celebrities.
UAE is based on Islam, based on their culture.
Yep.
I think the most important thing is to give back and to offer. This is, I think, the main topic in this country. They want to make everyone feel comfortable. It's not about being Muslim, Christian, Jewish. We live in a community here. We have a mix of nationalities, 192 nationalities mixed. No one is judging. I'm not able, even with the problem we're having today, and I'm not allowed in this country as a Muslim to judge a Jewish person living here. I will get arrested for this.
Yeah.
And I think it's very respectful from the country to understand we're all the same. And no one has to showcase, no one has to show is better than anyone. We are human beings first.
Yeah.
It's about safety and respect. And I think this is, as a country, very balanced regarding the law. It's totally different from what the world is thinking.
Yeah.
It's not, it's like Europe here. People are, actually the country is fitted more for foreign people than Emiratis today because they want people to feel safe and happy here. And you saw recently in Abu Dhabi a synagogue, a mosque and a church mixed together. This is the only country that will do this.
We'll do that.
So we're feeling home and they make everyone feeling home here. Everyone has rights, its own rights here. For business it's great because you have all type of people here and the motivation of people is great because whenever in Dubai you wake up, you want to wake up because of the sun, but most importantly because you're surrounded by business people, entrepreneur people,
like-minded people.
For families, it's safe for kids. My kids say at 11 they're getting on a cab alone. I don't have to worry. And it's a new wealth. Security is a new wealth because when you see how the world is going, it's scary, honestly. And I think Rio, like Dubai, he was a fervent believer in Dubai, and I think he made the right choice in coming here because now it's about what he wants, and he had his amazing career, he had his praise, his aura in England, doing what he did, working for TV, but at some point you realize you want to be happy and you just want to enjoy. So I saw he's already enjoying the gym. I saw him with my friend paddle, and I'm pleased he made the choice. And of course, I'm an ambassador, sports ambassador here, and I'm pleased to see people coming here.
There'll be more and more like him coming, you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And they respect us a lot.
Yeah.
They consider us as Emirati today. They give us the same right, same access to facilities. Honestly, it's hard to explain to people, but they don't make any difference. We invited to gathering, and they put everything they can to make us happy, and our friends happy, and our families happy. I can't even explain it. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Just one other question, touching on social media. Is a big player, and just what we was talking about, Arsenal TV. Pressure on social media we touched on it. Do you think it has a positive or a negative effect on football and business?
Both. Regarding the image and sponsorship side of it, I think it's great because through social media you can become a much more bigger and play a much more bigger role.
Yeah.
If you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, the most followed athletes person on Instagram, and can vehiculate an image, a positive image on everything. So if you want to pass a message, show a nice image, show good things on Instagram or every kind of social media, it's possible to do it, and you don't need a third party to do it.
Yeah.
You can decide or not to share your life information the way you want, but at the same time it has some negative aspect because it has to
Do
be
you think the positives outweigh the negatives?
it has much more negativity in it.
There's more negativity.
Yes, it's selling dreams to people.
Yeah.
Because I can be walking today next to a Bugatti, people will think it's mine,
Yeah.
and make people feel miserable for that.
Yeah.
People should not pay attention to what's posted because most of it is fake,
Yeah.
or even if it's real, that should be a source of motivation. If that person did this, I can do it.
Yeah.
Turn it the other way around. Don't feel miserable because you see this girl is traveling and not you, or because you see this man is living in a mansion and not you. You don't know what's behind the scene. So focus on yourself and don't spend much more time on social media. You have much more things to do. You can educate yourself. The topics of today is AI. You can learn about AI and finding out about AI. And I was not a lover of AI.
Yeah.
I was against. But as soon as I found out about AI and how much it can help my day and businesses vision, then I understood it's a game changer. And you have many platforms here. The UAE created one. It's called Dub AI, DUB AI. People can go and learn about how to talk to a chatbot, for example, because it's very specific. You need to use the right vocabulary. This is free education. It's a free platform. If you want,
it teaches you how to do it
step by steps, and people can educate themselves, understand how the world is going, shifting,
and what to do.
And I'm glad because some people like Gilberto Silva, for example, ex-Arsenal player, is coming up with a new business where he's able to control what is being said on social media. It's a new software that is implementing now, and I think that will help and be useful for many aspects, and social media will be more controlled. So this is nice. It will come up with it. It's very positive, and I think it's very interesting to find out this type of businesses.
I mean, look, thank you very much. I really appreciate your feedback. We've touched on a few topics. 2 last questions from myself. One piece of advice that you could give to your younger self starting out again.
Educate yourself.
Okay.
Honestly, if I had to do something, I will read about economy. There's
enough stuff in the public domain to be able to teach yourself.
Oh, now it's free. It's everywhere. Internet is in every pocket. So, yes, I will tell young people, educate yourself. Don't listen, don't look at what's happening on social media. You don't know if it's real or not. Don't spend much more time on this TV shows. I don't watch TV.
No.
I guarantee you I have my TV. In 4 years, if I switch it up 5 times...
That's enough.
No, I don't have time for this. I like learning about things.
Yeah.
I like AI. I found out about AI because I was surrounded by someone, an IT guy. There is no harm in asking. If you don't know how to do it, don't pretend you're the king of knowing everything. It's fine not knowing. Just ask.
Just ask and find out.
And find out. And then you will realize your life is getting better, and that will open actually opportunities for yourself.
Yeah.
But if I had to, yes, the amount of time I wasted traveling, playing these games and PlayStation and this. Sometimes I'm thinking, why?
Great feedback.
You know?
Great. If people are listening and taking something, Game Boys, PlayStations,
Listen.
YouTube, you should change it to look good things up on YouTube. There's a lot of information.
And most
there.
of it is free now. You have free platform, government are setting up free tools for everyone to be able to understand any kind of activities. So yeah, I really encourage people to do it.
Just before we finish up, it's been a fantastic conversation. I really appreciate it. Just touching back on Arsenal, you know, a lot of youngsters, a lot of people, Arsenal supporters, a lot of my friends that are Arsenal supporters. Mm-hmm. What's a funny story that happened when you was at Arsenal? Have you got any funny stories that you could share with us?
I have one, yes. You know, I had blonde braids before. I used to call the hairdresser in the hotel the night before games. So I was in touch with her. Obviously, it was a Friday night. We were staying in Canning Roof, and we had a game the next day at 3 p.m. So I was in touch with her, texting her, okay, when are you coming? Oh, I'll come in a bit. Okay. So to make her life easy and to get it faster done, I started removing myself. I went to the shower, I washed my hair properly and put conditioner. I make myself cute and this and hair like afro, and I was waiting on the chair. And suddenly she disappeared. So I ended up being in a room at 8 p.m. with an afro, and the game was the next day. So I was like, what am I going to do? And she replied at 11:30, I was sleeping. Oh, sorry, I had a problem, I could not come. Then I was like, I start panicking. What am I going to do? I can't play like that. So I found the scissors the next day. I tried to arrange and eagle-eyes as much as possible, balance my hair. And I played like that the next day. I was terrible in the game. I was not myself in the game because I was disturbed.
Who did you play against?
Sunderland. The coach took me out after maybe 30 minutes. He took me out.
Took you off?
Yeah. Not because I was bad, I was different, but mostly because the first thing people did when I reached and the way people were looking at me was in a strange way. And I felt like a type of way, like, oh, and they made me feel the change. If no one said anything, of course they had to say because this is how they knew it, I would have been fine. But the focus was on this, so I could not focus myself. I could not focus before the game. So, yeah. And I think people also fans
love that.
Yes.
Listen, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a great episode. Great to catch up with yourself, even from a Tottenham supporter. It's been great to have a conversation and dig into what motivates you, what gets you going. And it's great. Have we missed anything? Is there anything else that you would like to touch on, or have we covered every aspect that you're happy with?
No, I'm happy. Thank you for having me. Also, I like to share. Honestly, I didn't know about the question.
Yeah.
Because I don't like going into the podcast knowing, because you kind of prepare your question.
Yeah.
I think I love podcasts and I love your question. First of all, they make sense.
Yeah.
Not every question makes sense.
Thank you.
But most importantly, it's about giving back, and I hope people learn things, and I hope people will adopt a new way of life if they are doing something different, because you always have time, and educate yourself. This is the most important.
Biggest takeaway is to educate yourself.
Yes.
From this podcast. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. That's the end of our podcast. Great guest. As I said to you guys, I'm going to wrap this one up today. Fantastic guest. Got some great guests all this season, season 5. I will keep bringing you the best guests that we've had on the podcast. So again, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.